Hello everyone, welcome back to Susie Saves. I am Susie. If you are new here, welcome on in. Me and my husband are dual income cash stuffers. We do a zero-based budget, and this is that budget. This one is from last week, so we close out our budgets every week because we get paid every week. So that has been what's been working for us. So you can see that last week we designed our budget, and this week we're going to go over what the rollover should be and where we should spend that money. So without further ado, let's begin. So for me, this is the most important part of getting your finances in order, because it's really easy to make a budget, but it's really hard to stick to that budget. And then if you don't, you need to kind of find out why or what you can do different and stuff like that. So as I said, let's jump into it. So for income, I made $790. My husband makes $950. So we got the full $1,740 this past week, which is perfect. For rent, we put aside $200. $23 for the internet. Those don't change. They're always going to be the same. For groceries, we spent over budget. It was $65. For gas, I spent $33, and my husband has his $50, so that's $83. For miscellaneous, we had gotten a chicken, so that's $6. A baked one, not a live one. YouTube Premium was $5, the gym membership was $5, and then we both got $50 towards our personal spending. So this brings what we actually spent this week. We had estimated we would spend $523. We actually spent $487, which is less, which is great. We did overspend in groceries, but we made that up with miscellaneous, so we were all good there. We're going to skip down here to sinking funds. These sinking funds get the same amount every week. Other than pets, we fully funded pets last week with $310, and then we got seasonal up to $555 because my husband wants to buy some things for our pool, well, his grandparents' pool. I think he wants a volleyball net, a basketball hoop, and then cornhole, I think. I don't know how much all that will cost, so I just put down $555, and then we will adjust that as we need. So that was exactly on target as where it should be. We do not have any debt. We worked very hard to be debt-free, and we don't have any. So that's very important. So with the current numbers, we have a savings this week of $332 to make the zero-based budget. Every week, I put $135 into both of our Roth IRAs to reach that $7,000 goal at the end of the year. $25 into stocks, which gives us $37. So we'll go ahead and put $35 into savings and then have a $2 buffer. That is that. This, like I said, I believe is the most important part of budgeting. The cash stuffing is great. The making the budget, very important. The net worth tracking, very important. But this is really where you're going to see growth and success, because you might not notice or understand like where you're overspending. And so to come and look through your receipts, if you use a credit card, that's easier because you can just like look at the account history. With cash, you do have to like kind of put that on yourself to like write down or keep the receipts from every transaction you make. But it really helps to know like where you're overspending. You can tweak budget categories if you realize like every week you budget yourself $60, but you're constantly over. It's like, well, maybe your budget needs to go higher, right? And that just helps to kind of make growth towards your goals. But here we are, done with this week. So we are entering the last week of June, which is super fun. So thank you all so much for being here today. I'm going to go ahead and make next week's budget, which will go along with the cash stuffing on Sunday. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.